Hi guys, welcome back to Manifest with Armine. My name is Armine and I'm a law of attraction consultant. This video is to answer the question. Let's see, the initial feeling is natural. Okay, this is someone who was following my Feeling It Real video, where I walk through feeling something real. So it says, thank you. It was so great to walk me through those feelings, the initial feeling and then the natural feeling. So you see the initial feeling of when you're approaching, adopting a certain feeling state towards something. First, it's that feeling of approaching it, and there's when it becomes a little more natural. So it made more sense. In one of Neville's lectures, he says, 2 women assume the feeling of financial security and goes on to say how they manifested. Could you help me find what that feeling is, please? Is it an overall feeling of receiving all you wanted? Or imagine each thing separately. I want financial security to not work. I'm not sure how to do that in a scene. So I'm going to answer this part by part. Okay, first is, let's see. Can you help me find the feeling? What is the feeling? Is it an overall feeling or is it imagining each thing separately? You want to enter the state of being financially secure, okay? So if I were you, I would not get into details first because the details are what are bothering you right now. Because you're feeling the absence of what you do want. So you want to just go general, like Abraham would say, and just contemplate what it would feel like to be financially secure. If you're having a hard time doing this, then take the feelings that are going through you, if they're negative feelings about money, and just choose their opposite. It's that simple. Even if you just look at it on paper maybe, or just in your mind, if you just allow it to kind of sit with you for a moment, like anxiety about bills, right? What is the opposite of that? Automatic bill. Like imagine the difference between having a bill come and you worrying about when you can pay it, the difference between that and being able to set up automatic pay for everything, and you don't have to even think about it because you know the money's gonna be in the account and it's just gonna naturally come out and it's no longer a headache for you. All you have to do is just check it, right? So just like that example, anything that comes into your mind that's negative about money or that you feel desperate about money, you need to, for the process, for that middle part where you're actually doing the work, just take out the emotion and see it as something that you can see what the opposite of it is. Then once you find the opposite of it, which is what you would prefer, then dress that with emotion and the feelings, the feeling state of experiencing that. It doesn't have to be very specific. You can do it specific, like I said, just like for the example of like what would be different in your life, like how would it be different in those terms. But you don't have to be specific in like, I want this area of my life, that area of my life. Just adopt the overall feeling state of being at ease with financial security. What does financial security look like? Let's just go into a little more. You're confident when you walk into stores. You're confident when you walk out of stores. You don't feel like, oh, I should have bought something so I don't think I'm poor, because now that you have money and you're financially secure, you know that if you walk out of a store, no one's gonna look at you like you didn't have the money to buy stuff, probably because people who have money also walk out of stores without buying stuff. You don't buy something everywhere you go just because you have money. Another thing, let's see. Eating wherever you want. If you like to eat out, just imagine it being natural for you to eat somewhere where money was not an issue and you can eat anything you want on the menu. You can treat your friends. Imagine your friends being appreciative of you and happy for you, celebrating that you are able to take them out now because of the transformation you've made financially. So those are examples. Let this give you other ideas, because I can give you examples, but the ones that you think of in your mind that pop up as I'm speaking are the ones that you should work on next, because that means that instinctively that's what is going to be most helpful to you. Okay, and I do want to address the last thing you wrote, just because I just want to kind of tune that up a little bit. It says, I want financial security to not work. I'm not sure how to do that in the scene. Do you want financial security to not work, or do you want financial security because it feels good to be financially secure? Because if you want something because you're running away from something else, then that's usually not a great formula, and it's just going to keep you kind of yucky in your vibration around it. I mean, yeah, that's a technical term. So if you're not wanting to work, then you have resistance already, that you're going to be thinking, but is it going to be enough that I don't have to work? But what if I have to work? But it's not enough to just have a comfortable lifestyle. I just want to make sure I don't have to work. So not working is generally not very fun. I just want to point that out, because basic example, in America, at least, when people look forward to retiring, right? But when they retire, it's not usually as satisfying. I mean, it can be for some people if they have the right mindset for it, if they have the right approach about it. But a lot of times it's actually very sad, and it's very depressing, because your work in life is your life's work is always with you. So it doesn't mean that you have to have work that you're paid for. You can not need, like, think about Neville Goddard. You know, when he received his family's inheritance, he did not have to work, but he continued this work because this was his life's work. It's not about how much you're getting paid, or it's not about having to work because you need the paycheck. I suggest finding something that you really enjoy doing, that you know you would definitely continue doing when you have that financial freedom and the security, when you have money coming in that doesn't have to be coming in through the work that you're doing, whether it's, you know, philanthropy, just whatever, anything that you enjoy doing that you would still do when you have the financial security. It's so much easier to focus on what you love doing than to worry about getting paid for something, regardless of whether you like doing it or not. And don't tie what you enjoy doing, what you're drawn to, don't tie that to a paycheck or to finances, because we're not talking about making a living. We're talking about living your life and doing what appeals to you. That is very different from having to work for money. So just kind of try to dissolve that concept of having to work for money. There you go. So linger in the feeling, and that will come to you. If you say, but I don't know what I like to do, or maybe you do know, but if you don't know yet, if you're not clear on that yet, you will be clear on it the more you let your mind entertain the idea of financial security not being tied to a job. However, knowing that you can feel the feeling of what it's like to be financially secure, yeah, then the ideas and the desires, that you'll be drawn to things that you will enjoy doing, and whether or not it's tied to your income, you will have a great balance of financial security, wherever it's coming from, and a fulfilling, you know, life's work. Because I don't suggest not having a life's work. It keeps you, it gives you life. If you're doing the right work, again, doesn't mean that you're working for money, but if you find your life's work, then that will give you life. It won't suck life out of you, okay? Hope that helped. If you guys like this video, please click a like. If you'd like to subscribe and haven't done so yet, please do. And click the bell button, and I will see you guys next time.